So, my name's Kenny Allison. I get a bit nervous during these things, so see if I start pacing backwards and forwards. Just ignore me. So, I'm going to start by taking everyone back to 2017, which for me was a time where I was experiencing paradigm shifts in my mental state on a daily basis. It was a time where the birth of my first daughter pretty much coincided with being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. So all those amazing emotions that come with being a new parent, you know, the elation, the excitement, you know, just total joy and wonderment. See, just when I would hold Abigail, the elation that would overcome me, it was unparalleled to anything I'd ever felt before. And then came the diabetes. With the diabetes, the elation left, the wonderment kind of slowly dissipated. And I started to get worried, you know, as a new parent, surely these new exciting emotions, surely they weren't supposed to just disappear. You know, I would go through these periods of dissociation, wouldn't interact with my friends, wouldn't interact with my education, but most importantly, I wasn't interacting with my family and I wasn't interacting with myself. So I took myself to the doctors, you know, in you come, Kenny, spoke through my symptoms, pretty clear to the doctor, you're suffering from anxiety and depression. It's quite common, don't worry about it, we've been here before, we'll get through it. So the diabetes, it took me a while. It was a bit of a struggle, like I say, all of those new, crazy, exciting emotions, they all left. But I wanted to get better this time. I had something this time that I wanted to get better for, you know, my daughter. So that was my inspiration, but it was just up to me now to put the application onto that. So I've done something a bit crazy, something that I hadn't done in almost a decade. I logged off. I logged off of everything. Totally disconnected myself from the online world. 2 days slowly turned into 2 weeks. 2 weeks almost became 2 years being social media free. You know, and in those 2 years of being social media free, I pretty much learned more than ever about being social media active. You know, so all these crazy statistics started to be widely reported in the mass media. And I'm a social science student, so we're taught to analyse everything, you know, never take anything as it seems. Common sense is your enemy. So with all these correlations between a rise in mental health and, with a rise in mental health and social media use, I started to analyse my own online behaviour. Now that I had been fasting from social media for quite a while, I could definitely recognise a difference in myself. So I started to analyse how I was acting online, and I would like to introduce you to someone. So this is online digital Kenny. Online digital Kenny was having a blast, you know, he was fine, he wasn't anxious, he wasn't depressed. He was going on dates, he was going on holidays, drinking champagne, you know, it was great. He was having fun days out with his kids. So it's definitely safe to say, online digital Kenny, he was having a ball. Meanwhile, me, real Kenny, he was kind of just left in the gutter, his anxious, depressed self, you know, and that's kind of when it all hit me at the same time. I was so busy trying to curate the best narrative for online digital Kenny that I totally abandoned the real me, personal me. You know, my digital identity had become more important than my true identity. You know, and what for? You know, all in pursuit of social validation. It was safe to say, like so many young people today, I had definitely been wrapped up in this attention economy, you know, where I was measuring my self-worth to the value of likes and shares and retweets and reposts. You know, sucked into this highly addictive social currency, and I couldn't help myself. You know, I was comparing my day-to-day reality with all of these carefully constructed narratives that I couldn't help to compete with. You know, my narrative, my timeline was just as curated as the next person's. And this obviously, with this arises so many problems, you know. Sorry, 2 seconds. It's not even normal. Like, see if there's hundreds of women in here today, right? So put yourself in this situation, you've went to the hairdressers and you've got your hair cut. You've just left the salon and you're walking down the street and 100 people approach you. Oh, your hair's lovely, your hair's lovely. You know, at what point do you start to get sceptical, you know? It's like 60 people that write, what's this hairdresser done to my hair? But you put that on Facebook and you get 100 likes, you know, you're winning at life, you're celebrating. We've got human connections backwards just now. So let me just bring it back to a serious note. The likes, the shares, the retweets, they're all great, but on a fundamental level, they don't come attached with the deep-rooted sense of satisfaction that we need as human beings. You know, there's too many of us are hiding behind a screen, allowing other people to judge us for the life that they think that we have, you know. Now, let me just be clear for a minute, actually. I'm not anti-social media. I love social media. Now that I've learned to have a healthy relationship with social media, I can recognise the benefits, you know, starting amazing businesses, trying to spread empowering messages, putting the great photos up, nothing wrong with that. It's all great. Connecting grandparents to generations across the world, it's amazing. And we need to be aware of the impacts while recognising the many benefits. And as modern life tends to insulate us, and human beings, we're inherently social creatures, so let's start taking advantages of social media and starting to use social media in a healthy way. You know, it's got the power to connect billions of people instantaneously. So let's start collaborating with the tools that social media gives us and give those people's connections when they need them. You know, let's innovate the tools that social media gives us and create communities online that want to form partnerships and not competitions. You know, let's innovate the tools that social media gives us and create safeguarded networks online where people can feel safe online. You know, like I said, humans, we're inherently social creatures, but modern life tends to insulate us more than ever. You know, so let's start coming together again. Let's use social media to innovate, to collaborate, and let's create a new digital landscape that benefits everyone, where everyone is welcome. You know, and that's me. Sorry, I've kind of rambled through that very fast.